Little bonus video for you all. I'm in London today, so a bit of a vlog, nothing special. First pint of the day. Mrs. OG's just gone to the shop next door, so pub here, that's the result. But what wasn't the result was pint of cider, pint of plain crisps, packet of plain crisps, tenner, £10. Shocking, mate. Not a bad little pub, typical sort of pub. One of these, what are they called? Samuel Smiths. I don't see them in Kent at all. Always down here in London, or up here in London, should I say. Never see them down in Kent. Anyway, enjoy me a pint, and like I say, a little bit of a bonus video for you all. My day out in London, because it'll be rude not to. Bar billiards, people. Look at that. Not played bar billiards in an absolute age. How much is that a game in here? Do you know what? They don't say. That's worrying. Left that pub, people. Tenner. Pint and a packet of crisps. Wouldn't mind, but it weren't even a decent pint, you know what I mean? Anyway, heading into Leicester Square now. Got Mrs. OG picked up. She's done her bit of shopping. So yeah, we're making our way now down to the BFI, British Film Institute. We're going to go and look at a display thing there, which was recommended to me. So what about stop animation? Let's go and have a look at that. Anyway, we're heading into Leicester Square now, and then we'll make our way down via Charing Cross Road. Oh yes. Looks like they're setting up for a premiere here, people. And I would guess it's the Joker, looking at that. Red carpet there, look. People queuing. Must be tonight, the premiere for the Joker. All good stuff. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's carry on our journeys. We're off to the BFI. Headed towards the BFI. Just stopped for a bit of a snack. Mrs. OG's pointing stuff out. We'll get to that in a minute. So I stopped in. I got her some sushi. Bit of wasabi. Anyway, I figure this is where we're going to get our thumbnail for this little bonus vlog video. It's only a short one. Well, I'm assuming it is. Depends what I get up to today. But yeah, sorry mate, in your way was I?
Yeah, he didn't want to move.
Nah, he didn't want to move. Anyway, yeah, so here's our view from the bridge, guys. Let's take a look. Here it is, look. This is the Parliament, and of course the wheel, which is back up and running now. So all good in the hood. And for those that want to know exactly what we can see in our line here, look. Yep, so that's what you can see. If there's anything of interest to you, then just stop and pause the video if it's not too blurry. But I'm sure it'll come out all right. And there's a load of bump there for you. Okay, now the skyline that he's talking about. There it is, people. Oh yes, nice and slow for you. Look at that. Trying to keep the camera as steady as possible. And of course, Mrs. OG says the classic, don't drop your phone.
In the water.
Yes, of course. Anyway, got to get to the other side of this bridge, and we're nearly at the BFI, which is over that way somewhere. Bit of time to kill, so we're having Mrs. OG's snack now, which is a sushi majiggy wiggy thing. Anyway, the bloke serving us says, how many sets of chopsticks? I said, just the one. And he said to her, he went, you don't like sushi. I don't mind it. It's more Mrs. OG's thing than mine, isn't it? You prefer it, don't you? Yeah, it's yeah, a bit of soy on there, that'd be all right. Anyway, there's the chopsticks, and get amongst it, missus. It's only a snack before we eat after the film thing. Mrs. OG's guide to chopsticks. You only need the one. She said, what you do, you just stab it. So I just stab it. I'll tell you what, Mrs. OG, I think you've got it sussed, mate. Not bad. So what have you put on that? Just soy sauce?
Just soy sauce. I don't put wasabi.
You don't put that wasabi on it?
No.
No, wasabi, it's just like horseradish, isn't it? It's awful.
It's in that sky behind you.
Yeah, it's looking a bit ropey, the weather, look. But well, no, it's all right actually. It's blue skies with a bit of cloudiness, but
What's coming up?
could be worse. Hang on, I'm going to finish my sushi and then we're going to go get in the BFI, have a look at this display. Sushi done, people. Now a question for you. What video game comes to mind with the shot I'm about to show you? Come on, name the game. Name the game, people. Oh yes. Suggestions in the comments. We're finding our way. We've had to go up and down stairs. I just said I wouldn't want to walk around here on my own at night.
This looks like cute.
Mugger's paradise round here, I reckon. Of course I have. Delivery entrance only. Well, that's not me. I'm not here. I'm not delivering. Oh God, I'm lost. Little display. We've got our way in here. Look. There we go, people. That's from the film Total Recall, the 2012 one. Prop store. They do all the auctions, didn't they, for movie memorabilia and stuff. Anyway, that is a federal police droid, I have you know. Oh yes. Don't look very happy, does he? This is the exhibition we're coming to see, so thank you very much, Retro Chef, for the recommendation. I'm sure Mrs. OG is going to love this. Anyway, welcome to Mrs. OG. I've seen something for you. Look at that cat. I was reflecting on the glass. Let's see. There he is. Look at him. He's a sexy beast, isn't he? I'm liking that statue down there. That's really cool. Look at that. Who remembers them? What were they called, Nick? Come on.
Yeah, viewfinders.
Viewfinders. Yeah. And you used to get a 3D one as well, didn't you? Oh, yes. But that cat, that is a sexy beast. So we go, just entered. Photography is permitted. So as you can see, it's all a bit wacky and weird as you come in. It's pretty cool. Look, there's Nick in a tree. Look, either that or it's her hair that's just grown. Anyway, I think a thumbnail moment, Nick, don't you? Me and Mrs. OG just saying, what a great job, look. Look at that. What a workshop that is. Look, she'd get quite lost in that, she would, bless her. Look at that. Because the guy who recommended this Retro Chef, his daughter is going to study this sort of stuff at uni. And hopefully she'll get into the industry, which would be great. Anyway, let's get amongst it. It's just a start, people. It's got a bit of reflection, but look. Just the model they make for the film. What film's this from? Coraline's Other Bedroom.
Yeah, there's an exhibition about Coraline.
That's about all 5 of them films I just read.
Oh, there's the octopusy thing that we saw when we came in.
Ah, yeah.
God, that looks like it's a proper room.
That's what
But
they're
then when
saying.
you
It's
pull
so
back
clever.
Pull back
Yeah, so get it in there close, like that. Now
and
pull
then
back.
pull back, and you'll see how tiny it is. Look. There's another one.
So clever. I like him on the end. It's like me on a Sunday morning. I was just saying, I reckon they took Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine into account when they designed that one. Some scene in it, that. Look at that. It's like a scene from Street Fighter 2. Go look at that. Immerse ourselves in it. Awesome. I'm liking that monkey head. He's cool. So, that's the name of this film. Kubo and the Two Strings. Not seen that. These little tiny prop pieces here, look. What's the name of that? That's called Go, isn't it? I think. The Japanese game Go, or Chinese game. Apples there, look. Up the apples and pears. Some great props here. Cool looking dragon, look at that. the kit they use, people. Canon EOS. A few other bits here. And for those that want to read, pause now. Yes.
Look how small that tiger is.
They all paper.
Yeah, no, this is the origami colour.
Wow.
That's made from paper again.
That is tiny.
It's incredible.
That's my hand. That gives you an idea of the size. Look at that. So plush, isn't it?
Yeah, just look at all the seats that have been individually lined and like the little...
All the little details there, look. Carpet. Bit like the train I come up on today. Not. Great little display this. Now the stuff we've been looking at for the last few bits with the train and stuff is all to do with this film here, Missing Link. Again, it's another one I haven't seen. Videos there showing how they put it all together and everything else. Look. That's just some of the furniture they've made. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. Again, that's just amazing. There's my hand, look. So you get the idea of the scale there, look. Even down to the text on the page. More models from the Missing Link film, look. To be honest, this is really interesting, people. Next section is the box trolls, people. Again, I have to confess, I've never seen any of these films. Mrs. OG is giggling at these ones. What makes you laugh here?
But they're in boxes.
Yeah, well, do you know what though? I just looked at the title and I never made that connection. But of course it makes complete sense, doesn't it? As I say, I've never seen any of these films. I feel quite inspired to go home and watch one now.
Yeah, we'll have to watch one. This one looks cool.
He looks a bit... you know what he's missing, that one?
He's missing his box.
No. Yeah, well, yeah, he's missing his box. He's missing a bit of snot.
Oh.
Talking of snot, he's a big old fella, look at him.
Oh, he don't look well.
Want to meet him, would you, in an alleyway at night?
Imagine making that.
And look, the doubles at the top here, look. Stunning
So
stuff.
that's how it starts and then...
Yeah, it's the making process, look. Quality. I'm liking this fella up here, look at him. How cool is he? It's like a Batman Avengers pose, look.
Something out of Mad Max.
Does, he looks pretty cool, doesn't he? I like him. And there's a troll in a box. Thus, a box troll. Oh, Mrs. OG's going into the drawers again. She likes opening these drawers. All the props in here, people, look. That toaster's cool. Oh yeah, look at the wheelbarrow there, people. Look, all the detail in there.
God, springs, padlocks.
So good. Got a few more props in the drawers there, I reckon, Nick. Oh,
Food.
take a look. Bit of lump of cheese over there, look. Bit of Edam. A few carrots. Bit of sweet corn there. I think they're apples. Look, barrel of pears. Set of scales. Everything you need. It's like the generation game in it. Where's the cuddly toy? Oh look, yeah. Bit of mould there on the old foot. Tell you what, yeah. Fresh hot bread. Looking good. And it's the final display. Bit of Coraline here. Yes. Again, I have to admit, I've never seen this. I know Josh has. Little OG, he's watched it. You've seen it. Is it good? So there we go, look. Very Nightmare Before Christmas-ish, isn't it? The artwork and stuff. There she is. On the bridge. Look at that. What a scene, eh? Awesome, isn't it?
Incredible.
Over here, look. Got his dog.
Many faces.
Yeah. I'm liking the cat. Sexy little beast, look at him. So that was the display, we've done it. What did you think, Mrs. OG?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Good, isn't it? It's actually free as well, did you know that? Costs you nothing, people. Just go on the website and book a slot. Thanks, Retro Chef, for the heads up on this. Thoroughly enjoyable. Thanks, buddy. Let's go and crack on with the day. And you exit through Wildwood. There it is. Yep, it's a Wildwood indeed. Anyway, thoroughly enjoyable. Good stuff. Just exiting here, look. Saw him on the wall. Very 8-bit. Or more 16-bit actually. It could be 16, 8-bit. Anyway, it's pretty cool, and I have to say that display was awesome. Off to the gift shop now, and then Mrs. OG says we're going to go into the bar for a pint. In the BFI bar. Unfortunately, bar doesn't open till 3, people. So I've had to settle for a coffee, much to Mrs. OG's delight, and a hot chocolate for my good self. Something you don't see too often. Cheers, guys. Damn, that's sweet. That is a sweet hot chocolate.
I would have had that.
Miss OG found her mate here, look. Go on, Nick, what's his name? I don't actually know, but the info was on there. But I tell you what, we're going to walk because we want to avoid the rain. But I tell you what, let's get a photo. We avoided the rain, and I avoided another hot chocolate. Oh yes, that pint was nice. Nick, what time is it?
It's donut time.
You ain't wrong. Making our way to Forbidden Planet because it is comic book release day. So instead of ordering them online, I might as well go and have a look direct. Usually a bit iffy, you know what I mean? You never quite know what you're going to see in here. Yes, but have some nice statues and stuff. So Forbidden Planet, here we come. Confession time, I could spend an absolute fortune in this shop. Every time I come in here, I just see so much cool stuff. And apologies, really, I caught the odd bit, but not as much as I'd like. An Aussie figure there, look, just brilliant stuff. Honestly, there's just so much to see here. So if you're ever in London, you've got to go to Forbidden Planet. This is one of their bigger stores, probably their biggest, I'm not too sure, but hey. I've been to the Birmingham one, that weren't bad, and I've been to one in Liverpool, I think, but this one was awesome, mate. This one's a lot bigger. I've been a few times now. Now, this figure here caught my eye, look. That Luke there with Yoda on the back bust, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I could go nuts and collect all of these, you know what I mean? You have to rein it in, though. You have to wind your neck in with this stuff. Now, these Dungeons and Dragons figures, I had the originals back in the day. I did. I had them. They're probably still in the loft somewhere. And here we go. Remember that? Squid Games. New episode, new season coming out apparently. And this for Nick. Yes, Flash Gordon, one of her favourites. Flashing Gremlin, look. How cool is he and Gizmo? They've got it. There really is so much stuff in this place. Well, for people like me anyway, and plenty of you, I'm sure. But you name it, they've got it. Key rings, pop figures, comic books, graphic novels, cookbooks. Yes, I said cookbooks. There's all sorts, honestly. If you can't find something in here you don't like, then you are in trouble. Anyway, I only come in for the comics and they're all downstairs, so I've got that section to go yet, but I just get sidelined in here. It's just such good fun, and I'll be showing you the pickups I had from in here at the end. So do stay tuned, people, because I've got a few bits, you know, because it'll be rude not to. You already knew that, though. Mrs. OG busy shopping. Look, seeing what she can get into next. I tell her we've got some gear in here, people. Look at this lot. Anyone for a Luigi hat? Or a shell? Or a bit of Sonic, maybe. Bit of everything. Into the basement for the new comic book releases, and that's what I love about this store. They have so many copies of all the new release comics. I mean, there's shelves and shelves and shelves of these things down here. So if you're after anything ever, this is the place to come. Now look, those are over on the OGDuffy Discord. Oh yes,
Sure you're giggling to yourselves here. And no, I didn't buy it. Popeye. Poor bane of my life that game was. Oh dear. And then this book here, Conan the Barbarian. What a film. I loved that film. Mrs. OG's not as keen, but I loved it.
Finished in Forbidden Planet. So of course, beer o'clock, people. Got some great bits in there. I'll show you later. But yeah, all good in the hood. I went to San Miguel in a normal beer glass. And Mrs. OG's gone for a very special drink indeed. Oh yes, I'm spoiling her today. An apple tizer with ice. Enjoying it? At the point there, people, and I have to say, poor old Mrs. OG's, I think she's gone deaf. It was the loudest pub I've ever been in. Not because of the music, it was just people talking, but they weren't talking, I'm just shouting and screaming. Wouldn't mind, but I don't think even they were drunk, you know what I mean? Anyway, back to the station now, going to jump on the tube, head back to St Pancras, head home, and they could have some dinner at home, we've decided. We were going to eat out, but Miss Ozzy says, no, we'll just get home, we'll get home. So we've been quite lucky so far, we haven't got too wet, so all good in the hood. Heading to Covent Garden Station now, so let's get home.
I apologise for the late departure of this service this evening. This is due to passengers causing a disturbance on the inbound journey.
What is it with me and Mrs. OG? Every time we get on a train, what happens?
Passengers who use Oyster or contactless payment
Always an incident, always.
Please note.
So while Mrs. OG waited in the car, she wanted fish and chips. So I treated her to fish and chips, and I treated myself to a battered sausage whilst I was waiting. But don't tell her, she doesn't know. It's our little secret, people, alright?
We are home. That concludes this bonus little vlog video from London. All in all, a great day. Thoroughly enjoyed that show, didn't we, that exhibition?
Yeah, it was really good.
So thanks, Retro Chef, for the heads up on that one, mate. Thoroughly appreciate it.
Well worth it.
Yeah, it was. And it was free, guys. I don't know if I mentioned that. I probably did once or twice. It's free. You have to book, though, and book a time slot. But I would guess, right, if you turned up midweek, I reckon they'd probably let you in if you asked nicely. Because it didn't seem
it wasn't packed.
No, it wasn't packed. But it was really good and it was free.
Yeah.
So all in all, I hope you've enjoyed this little bonus vlog. Drop in the comments, like, subscribe, got that great stuff you do. And we'll see you both, we'll both see you all on the next one. We're going to have our dinner now, aren't we?
Oh yeah, I'm hungry.
And then we're going to watch some telly.
Yeah.
And we've been watching that. What did we start last night?
The Wrexham
Football Club. Ryan Reynolds. It's quite
Yeah.
good. Yeah. I might watch a bit more of that.
Might do, yeah.
Anyway, let's get our tea down on it. Laters. These are our pickups from Forbidden Planet in London. First kicking off with Mrs. OG's stuff. That there, the National Lampoon's Christmas Light Up House. You build the house and then you stick it on this plinth thing, put batteries in it and it lights up. Yes, Mrs. OG's getting all festive. End of September. Another Mrs. OG pickup, a Christmas cross-stitch kit. Again, more festivities. I think that's pretty cool though. It's like a stitch of a cross-stitch of that cat there. So she'd have fun making that. Sticking with Mrs. OG, I picked this up for Mrs. OG. I thought I weren't leaving that sitting there. And it is this. You know them sort of felt ornaments that she makes to a Christmas tree hanging decorations. Well, this is the same sort of thing. It's all felt patterns, but it's all the different Pokemon. And I looked at it and I thought, that's brilliant, that is. Whoever come up with that. So, yeah, there's an example. So there's Bulbasaur there. Is that Bulbasaur? Excuse me if I'm... Yes, it is Bulbasaur. And there's the patterns. So you print your patterns or scan them or whatever. Make it any size you want. And just cut your felt out and stitch it all together with a bit of stuffing, of course. Then I saw this. I'm always banging on about the fighting fantasy books from my school days. And this is a new one. Blood Island, The Dungeon of Blood Island, or On Blood Island, by Ian Livingstone. But not just that. It was £7.99. But it is signed by Ian Livingstone himself. So what's not to love with that one, people? Oh, yes, I do love a good old fighting fantasy book. I used to like the artwork in there as well, the drawings. There we go, look. Bit of art there. Okay, there was that. Then I've got some comics. That one there, Harley Quinn. Love that cover. That's Harley Quinn in all her different variations over the years. Man Goat. There you go, look at him. He's on the bed, bless him. Yeah, less said about that, the better. Final Fight issue 2. This is the variant cover. Yeah, it's Final Fight, it's Capcom. What's not to love with that? Then I bought myself a t-shirt. It's so cheap. Doesn't like it because she said I buy too many t-shirts. I think she has to buy and wash them all. And it's that there. I'm not undoing it yet, but it's a classic t-shirt from the Forbidden Planet guys. And yeah, it's just it's all the different characters there. But it's drawn by Brian Bolland. And my final pickup was this. It's covered in a film, so you probably can't see it brilliantly. But it's the Megadeth album there. Peace sells, but who's buying the vinyl pop? And as you can see, it's, yeah, it's awesome. Because I picked up in that CEX pickup from Chatham. I got it in Cash Converters. I got the Power Slave Iron Maiden one. I thought, these are brilliant. So I got the Megadeth one there. Peace sells. And also got another one, because it's Little OG's one of his favourite albums, so that'll go up in his room, no doubt. So, they were our pickups.